So I came with the good news. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, like, I feel like dancing, just that I don't have the strength to dance, but I came to share a testimony with you. I came to share my good news with you. Guys, God did something for me. And you're welcome and welcome back to my channel. Where are my manners? You're welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Favour Okpaleze. And whew, so I need to contain myself. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notifications whenever I post new videos. To my returning subscribers, you are welcome. So let's just dive into this video because, yeah, I don't want to blab too much.
We prayed for you, now here you are.
So, like I said, I am elated because, guys, I am pregnant. Okay. I don't know how you perceive this video, but please take it as it is. I've been trusting God for the fruit of the womb. I've been trusting God for this pregnancy for quite a while, and God has done it. So, how do I start? Should I start with the trying, or should I start with how I found out? I think I should start with the trying. So, as you know, I already have 2 kids. Yeah, and I didn't plan to stop there. So I just decided to give myself a break and then, continue. And when I was ready to take in again, my body was doing shakara. You get? My body was doing shakara. I did not want to comply. But see, after going through this, it was not a long time. So that you don't be thinking it's 1 year. No, it was not a long time, but it made me appreciate the testimony of those waiting mothers, those that will tell you that they waited for 25 years, even for 1 year, even for 2 years. After what happened with me for few months, I got this testimony. I'm like, how, even before I got the testimony, I was like, how do people that don't even have children and they are waiting on God for the fruit of the womb, how do they cope? Because I knew the state I was in during my TTC period, trying to conceive period, and see, guys, if you marry and you born pikin like that, thank God, because it is not an easy feat to take in. It is not an easy feat to carry the pregnancy through to the end. It is not an easy feat to give birth to that child. I have seen mothers that have tried for so long that it took them 10 years, 20 years, 30 to have their first child. I have seen those that have, yes, they have taken in, no problem, but then they seem not to carry the pregnancy to term. I have seen those that have carried the pregnancy to term, but the baby did not come out with them. And like, I've seen this with my eyes. When I gave birth to Chisom, 2 women lost their babies that night. The next year, someone I know lost her baby. She was due to deliver. She was about to deliver, and she lost the baby just in the period of labor. So whichever stage you are in, if you're at that stage where you're waiting on God, you are alive to be able to wait on God. If you're at that stage where you are, what am I saying? If you're at that stage where you are, where you have finally gotten your testimony, thank God, because it is not easy. If you're at that stage where you have carried this pregnancy through and it's now remain to delay, it is not, no, it's easy. So back to me. Yeah, so we tried for quite a while, and my body was just, like I said, doing shakara. But then I remember one day that I did the test and it came out negative. See, it was not just urine test. I did blood test. I went to I went to, what is it called? A lab, did the blood test for pregnancy, and it came out negative. I entered when I got into the car. I called my husband, and I was I was not just sad. I was, what do I call it now? Oh God, I'm lost for words. Yeah, I was crying actually. Then my husband started telling me to, calm down. That see, you have two children already, and it's not like the end of the world. This is just how many times you are trying. So let's continue. And so he tried to encourage me. He said a lot of things trying to encourage me. After that, I felt a little relieved, but anyway, when you want something so bad that you are always expecting it. So I don't know if you have this experience when you want something so bad that any small thing you think it is it. I was even hanging on to a two people passing comment. They were like, you know how old women, they will look at you in the eyes and be like, this girl is pregnant. And most times they are correct, sometimes they are not. So a woman saw me and was like, this is somebody I knew. She was like, this one your eyes are looking like this. Come. Yeah, one you did me in my mind, I was like, oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. I came back, I told my husband was like, she got rest. That if I'm pregnant is not that those things are not always accurate, which I knew. But when you want something so bad, you are hanging on to anything that seems like it. You just want that thing that will give you hope that this thing is coming. And the reason why it felt like that was because I started being afraid. What if I am never able to conceive again? I'm just being frank and vulnerable with you guys. What if I'm never able to conceive again? That was part of the fear. I think that was even majority of the fear. As opposed to, yeah, even though it was not long, but when the devil is a liar. The devil now started flashing like, okay, you want this, but you're not going to get it again. So, anyway, so on one of the trials, after one of the on one of the trials, anyway, one of the months that we tried, I woke up early in the morning, as would my routine be, to pray. And you know what? My spirit just told me to do a pregnancy test. And I was like, it has not even reached. Because, I did not want to give myself false hope. I did not want to disappoint myself again, because most times I would do the test immediately after 2 weeks, because they will say that it is 14 days. So I didn't want to like disappoint myself. I was like, okay, don't do this. You may end up pregnant, but what if you do the test too early and it comes out negative? Meanwhile, you have conceived. So but I was asked, as the thought was just, I surrendered and decided to do the test. I was like, if it happens, it happens. If it did not, if it has not happened, to the glory of God, no problem. So the early morning urine thing. So when I did the test, brethren, it came out positive. If you see how I was looking at that stick, the way I was looking at, and the thing is, the line was very faint. The line was very, 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 very faint. But the thing is, the first instant I saw it, my heart dropped, because I thought that the test came out negative again. And on second thought, while I was about to, go back to praying, on second thought, I was like, go to the lights, look at this thing very well. Just like the story with Solomon and the two harlots and their babies, that the woman took her baby to the light to check if this is her baby. So I had to take that, would I say proof of testimony or potential proof of testimony? I had to take it to the light. As I took it to the light, I was looking at the light. The way I was looking at this test, like, oh God. And then I saw a faint line. I was like, wait, is this line? Is this line I'm seeing for real? I acted drama with myself, for myself, to myself that morning. I believe God would have been looking at me like, Oh, ye of little faith, did you think I will not do it? So, as I saw that faint line, ha! I never know my husband was hearing all my all my all my waka waka inside the bathroom. So I sat down on the floor in that bathroom, like the way I was thanking God. When as I saw that faint line, oh, the thanksgiving that filled my mouth that morning, my prayer point that morning changed. My prayer, everything I wanted to pray for that morning was automatically became thanksgiving, because this is something I had waited for. This is something I had believed God for. This is something I had planned for. But you know what they say, that man proposes, God disposes. So as I was planning it, you still do your thing, but God will do his thing in his own time. So when we were about to go for our family morning devotion, I called my husband and I was like, babe, look at this. She has seen that second line. You are seeing that test line. I was like, so he already knows how the whole PT thing works. I was like, look at it. He said he's not seeing it well. I said, my brother, look. He said, don't come here, brother. I said, look. I said, look, you see it. The way he was looking, I left that strip until morning that he was about to leave. I said, look again. With the morning light, look again. He was like, okay, seems like he's seen something. That God, that day, if you ask me for everything in my account, I will give it to you. I was so joyful. I was so excited. Yeah, that was how I found out that I was pregnant after trying for a while. If quite a short while, quite a short while, but that short while was quite traumatizing for me. I know that some people will be like, that was because you're impatient. See, like I said at the beginning of this video, when you want something so bad, you sometimes it seems like logic flies away. You know that. So I already knew that it's not like you always get it at the first instance, even though it has always been working like that for, well, I won't say always, but it has worked for me like that. So I was expecting it to work like that. Your first try, you get it. So it was not, would I call it impatience? I would just say that I just let, it seems like I let worry get the better part of me. So my advice to anyone watching this video is, whatever it is that you are believing God for, even if it has not come to you, know that it is on its way. Know that no matter how long it takes, God's time is the best. I may not, you may look at me and think, you do not wait for too long, you shouldn't be talking on this. That little while seemed like forever for me. So I don't know how long you have waited on God for that thing that you're waiting on God for. But I just want you to know that God will do it in his own time. God is never late. Any time that God chooses to do something is the best time for that thing. So I believe that this is the best time for this testimony, for this wonderful gift that God has given me. So yes, that is the testimony I came to share today. I didn't want it to be a long video. It has actually been longer than I want it to be. So I am going to be signing out now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please celebrate and thank God with me. I'll be seeing you guys in my other videos. So bye.